Get your free quote at ethos.com/God. That's ethos.com/God. Application time may vary. Grace may.
No, shalom. Yoga Sutra. So I am allowing chat again, that'll hopefully make people check my stuff out. Because I think now it's important. Whatever I've done is kind of important to humanity a little bit. So it's a little bit, not more than a little bit. Memory. Okay, so today's a long sutra. How fitting. I'm gonna adjust the volume. This is how my room is normally. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 speakers playing 4 different things at a nice volume. All of them have nice volume, not too loud. Okay, so I'm gonna further adjust my volume because I'm doing this, meaning a little lower. And then switch this one a little lower, and maybe this one. That one plays metal. One speaker just playing metal the whole day. Like death metal, 80s metal, whatever metal, 90s metal. And this one, the main one. My main speaker plays Spotify. I have 2 Alexas and an old laptop. My old laptop plays 80s and 90s metal mostly. Okay. Do I need anything? I might need some alcohol. You can't do Sanskrit studies unless you drink alcohol. Oh, you're lying. I am not lying. It may not be the whole truth, but I am not lying. I have to drink. Okay, so 1 shot, and then I'm gonna check chat every now and then. I don't wanna break up my studies, but like say if I do one thing, then I'll check the chat. Okay. Right, 1 shot. I need it. If you wanna really read, the authentic Sanskrit, you need a weapon of your choice in your non-dominant hand. You need to drink some alcohol and try to balance it out with cannabis. Otherwise, you'll be cannabis now, and then nicotine, and I have caffeine. Things were different, 5,100 years ago. You could do this without drinking. You could do this without cannabis. You could do this. Nowadays, good luck to you if you. It's thick cannabis smoke. I'm gonna go blind from cannabis. Now I'm crying. Why are my eyes tearing? Because the cannabis was so good. I understand. Still crying. Thank you, Pot. And then now nicotine. Almost there. Only even 5 minutes into it. There we go. All right. Let's do this. Once again, I'm one of the 10 or fewer people on the entire planet who knows what I'm doing. There you go, and I get no respect for it. People hate it, actually. So if anything were to be hated. There we go. Shalom. Anuputa Vishayang Sampara Moshoha. Anuputa Vishayang Sampara Moshoha Samuratiha. Kim Pratyayasya Chitatam Samarati Ahosabidu Vishayasyati. Grahyo Parakataha Pratyayo Grahya Grano Payang. Grahya Grano Payang Karanilpa Sasat Taju Jati Yakam. Number. I just wanna see what the deal is here. So 2 different versions. I'm gonna do 2 different sentences just to be safe. This one. From the end. Grahya Hano Payang Karanilpa Sasataju Jati Yakam. Samskara Mara Pate. The second try. From the Grahyo Paragataha Pratyayo Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasataju Jati Yakam Samskara Mara Pate. Alright, now second version is Tata Jati. So there's no double J. The first J becomes ta, elongated ta, right? They should just put that word here and put the entire word there. They just put like fragment of the word, the change. How do I do this then? Alright, I'm gonna pronounce the word itself first. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Tatang. Okay. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Tiyakam Jati. Almost. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang. Come on. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Jati Yakam. One more. Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Jati Yakam. Samskara Malapate. Samskara Malapate. Second try with the second version. This is the time from the Grahyo Parakataha Pratyayo Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sas. Grahya, second try again. Grahyo Parakataha Pratyayo Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Jati Yakam Samskara Malapate. Third try, last try. Grahyo Parakataha Pratyayo Grahya Grahano Payang Karanilpa Sasatang Jati Yakam Samskara Malapate. Samskara Malapate. Moving on. Samskara Sivabyan Jakan Janasatadang Karameva Grahya Grahano Payang Temikam Sumuratim Janayati. What happened? Okay. Second try. Samskara Sivabyan Jakan Janasatadang Karameva Grahya Grahano Payang Temikam Sumuratim Janayati. Now there's another version, number 2. Sutadanu pabang, sutadanu pabang, sutadanu pabang, sutadanu pabang, pabang. And then what's the ending? Sorry. Pabang me bang. So sutadanu pabang me. Sutatanu pabang mevan, sutadanu pabang mevan, Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadang pabang mevan. I don't get it. Sutadanu. Oh my god. I hate it. It's just. Are you kidding me? It's so far away, you know. Oh no. Stadanu pavameva. Stadanu pa. Second version of that word. Sivabhyan jakan jana danu. Sivabhyan jakan jana danu pavameva. Sivabhyan jakan jana danu pavameva. Sivabhyan jakan jana satadang pabang meban grahya grahano payante mikam sumurtim janayati. Okay, second try. Sutadanu pabang meban. Sutadanu pabang sutadanu pabang meban. Sutadanu pabang meban. Okay. Second try. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadam. Sutadanu. Okay. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu pavameva. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu pavam. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu. Oh God. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu pavameva. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu pavameva. Grahya grahano payante mikam samuratim janayati. Third try, last try. They should have put the word like somewhere, you know. All they did was the change. You see that thing? They just put 6 syllables there, expecting you to make the changes. That's not very intelligent. Samsikaraha Sivabhyan jakan jana sutadanu pavameva. Grahya grahano payatamikam samuratim janayati. Oh. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna take some more cannabis. It's the only thing that works. There we go. Tatram grahana gara Tatram grahana gara pulvang budutiha grahya gara pulvang samurutiha sang cha tvai pa betasatal malta biang pa betasamalta biang cha pa betasamalta biang cha. Second try. Sang cha tvai pa betasamalta biang cha pa betasamalta biang cha. Sivapunam pa betasamalta. Tasamartabhyam. Okay. Sivapane Pavitasamartabhyam. Jagrata Samaya Sivapavitasamartabhyati. Saivangha Samuratayaha Brahmana Viparyaya Vikalpi Panidran Samurati Namanupavata Parapavananti. Because I'm just gonna start from there. I should get it. Saivangha Samuratayaha Brahmana Viparyaya Vikalpi Panidran Samurati Namanupavata Parapavananti. Salvang Sachaitang Puratatayah Sukhadoka Mohatamikang. From the Salvang Sachaitang Puratatayah Sukhadoka Mohatamikang. Sukhadoka Moha Shechang Galasheshu Vyakyayang Sukhanushayi Ragah. Tuhakanushayi Tveshaha Mohaha Punaravidyati. From the Mohaha Punaravidyati Ataha Saivang Puratatayo Nirodatavyang. Okay, from the almost done. Ataha Saivang Puratatayo Nirodatavyang. Sang Nirote Sampurajiñato Bang Samatil Pavatia Sampurajiñato Bati. Namaste. Oh wait, I didn't do the change. What happened in the change? Okay, how do I do this now? You know, I'm just gonna go through the whole thing again. I mean, the second half with the change. Salvang Shichaitang. Okay. Alright, second version. Salvang Shichaitang Samuratayah Brahmana Viparyaya Pikare Panidrang Samurati Namanupavata Prapavananti. Salvang Shichaitang Puratatayah Sukhadoha Mohatamikang. Sukhadoha Moha Shichang Sukhadoha Moha Shichang Galasheshu Vyakyayang Sukhanushayi Ragah Tuhakanushayi Tveshaha Mohaha Punaravidyati. Etaha Saivang Puratayo Etaha Saivang Purata Etaha Saivang Puratayo Nirodatavyang. Once again, from the Etaha Saivang Puratayo Nirodatavyang. Sang Nirote Sampurajiñato Bang Samatil Pavatia Sampurajiñato Bati. Namaste. Right. Memory is not adding surreptitiously to a once experienced object. Does the mind stuff remember the presented idea, or does it the object? The presented idea, if affected by the object known, shines forth in consciousness in a form of both kinds, both of the object known and of the process of knowing, and gives a start to the corresponding subliminal impression. This subliminal impression into its phenomenal thing by the operation of the conditions which phenomenalize it, and brings forth a memory which consists of the object known and of the process of knowing. This subliminal impression, I'm just gonna make the sentence different. This subliminal impression becomes its phenomenal thing by the operation of the conditions which phenomenalize it, and brings forth a memory which consists of the object known and of the process of knowing. With regard to these two, in the case of the idea, the form of the process of knowing is predominant, and in the case of memory, the form of the object known is predominant. The latter is of two kinds, in that the things to be remembered are imagined or not imagined. In a dream, the things to be remembered are imagined, whereas in waking, the things to be I'm gonna read that again. In a dream, the things to be remembered are imagined, whereas in waking, the things to be remembered are not imagined. All memories arise out of an experience, either of sources of valid ideas or of misconceptions. All memories arise out of an experience, either of sources of valid ideas, or of misconceptions, or of predicate relations, or of sleep, or of memory. And all these fluctuations have as their being pleasure and pain and infatuation. And pleasure and pain and infatuation are to be explained among the hindrances. Desire is that which dwells upon pleasure. Aversion is that which dwells upon pain, while undifferentiated consciousness is the same as infatuation. All these fluctuations must be restricted, because it is upon their restriction that there ensues concentration, whether conscious or not conscious. Okay. Next is what is it? Veda next. Thank you. Okay, 15 shlokas. Book 5, hymn 54. Okay. Here we go. Namaste. Shaltaya marutaya sivapanava imam vajamanajang bhavatachiutem kaimasutupe divang ang purashutayajavane diumunasharavase mahi Nirumuno maichatam, nirumuno maichata, nirumuno maichatam. Second try. Kaimasutupe divang ange, purashutaya jivane, diumunasharavase, mahi, nirumuno maichatam. Last try. Kaimasutupe divang ange, Purashutaya jivane, diumunasharavase, mahi, nirumunon malchata, nirumuno malchatam, diumunasharavase, mahi, nirumuno malchatam. Moving on. Prampo marutpasata vishwe, udaniabo, bayoboroto, ashevayujaha, parivrajaha, parijrayaha. Okay, second try. prang po maruta seta vishwa udanya bo vayoburoto asheva yujah parijrayah sam vidyutang tatati vanshati gritah svaranantya povanang parijrayah. Second try. Sam vidyutang tatati vansha sam vidyutang tatati vanshati gritah svaranantya povanang parijrayah. Vidyuna mahaso narom ashamadidiyabom vatat vishwa marutah pavatachyutah abudayang jinamuhurang graduni vrotah sutana yatamang rapasang udojasah. Second try. Abudayang jinamuhurang graduni vrotah sutana yatamang rapasang udojasah. Pyakutu nurudrang pyahani shikavaso pyanantarikusham bi rajamsi tutayah. Second try. Pyakutu nurudrang Pyakutu nurudrang pyahani shikavaso pyanantarikusham bi rajamsi tutayah. Bi yadajiram ajatha navam im yatang bi dulganui maruto naha rishwatang. Tadviryam vo maruto mahitvanam dilkham tatana suryo na yojanam etang na yame agra phita chochi shonakur nashev vadam agra phita chochi shonashe vadam yananya yantanang kirim. Second try. Etang na yame agra phita chochi shonashe vanam vashevadam etang na yame agra phita chochi shonashe vadam yananya yantanang kirim. Apranji shaltom marutom yadalnosam moshotang purakusham kapaneva betasah atha semang no aramatim rajosha sashitjaku shuribang yanantamanu neshotang sugama. Second try. Atha semang no aramatim 사조셔 사시짝구 슈리방 야는따마누 내셔탕 수가무. Third try, last try. 아타 스무 노 아라마팀 라조셔 사시짝구 슈리방 야는따마누 내셔탕 수가무. 나 성지야테 마루토 나 하니야테 나 세레타티 나 비아타테 나 리시아티. Second try. 나 성지야테 마루토 나 하니야테 나 세레타티 나 비아타테 나 리시아티. 나 시양 랑양 우파다시야는티 노타야 러슈임 방얌 랑자남 방 수슈다탄. Shloka 8. Dyutuvanantom Gramajito Yatang Naroriyam Manwa Na Marutah Kabanantinah. Second try. Dyutuvananto Gramajito Yatang Naroriyam Manwa Na Marutah Kabanantinah. 비는 바는 띠우트 삼 야디낭 소 아스바라는 비우는 다는 띠 아스바라는 비우는 다는 띠 뿌르티빔 마트보 아는 타상 second try from the end. 비는 바는 띠우트 삼 야디낭 소 아스바라는 비우는 다는 띠 뿌르티빔 마트보 아는 타상 브라바트 바티 얌 뿌르티비 마루드 피아흐 브라바트 바티 디알 파바티 브라야드 피아흐 브라바트 바티흐 바티앙 아는따리 쿠슈여흐 브라바트 바는따흐 발바탕 지라당 나바흐 야는 마루따흐 사파라사흐 스발너라흐 수리양 우디테 마다탕을 디보 나라흐 나 보슈방흐 시라타야는 땅하 시스라타흐 사디오 아시아 트바나흐 바라마슈누탐 second try from the air. 나 보슈방흐 시라타야는 땅하 시스라타흐 사디오 아시아 트바나흐 바라마슈누탐 암세슈 방 브로시토야흐 파투수 카다요 바크샤스수 루크망 마루토 라테 슈파흐 second try. Shloka 11. 15 is the last one. 암세슈 방 브로시토야흐 파투수 카다요 바크샤스수 루크망 마루토 라테 슈파흐 아그니 프랑자소 비디유토 카파스티오흐 시프랑흐 시샤수 비타땅 예라누여 이흐 second try. 아그니 프랑자소 비디유토 카파스티오흐 시프랑흐 시샤수 비타땅 예라누여 이흐 last try. 아그니 프랑자소 비디유토 카파스티오흐 시프랑흐 시샤수 비타땅 이라누여 이흐 땀 나까마리옴 아그르 피타 쇼치샴 아그르 피타 쇼치샴 루샤트 피프 팔람 마루토 비 투누탐 second try. 땀 나까마리옴 아그르 피타 쇼치샴 루샤트 피프 팔람 마루토 비 투누탐 last try. 땀 나까마리오 아그르 피타 쇼치샴 루샤트 피프 팔람 마루토 비 투누탐 사마치 않은 땅 부르자나 띠트 비셨는 땅 야트스바라는 띠 코샴 비타타 무르타 야바흐 second try. 사마치 않은 땅 부르자나 띠트 비셨는 땅 야트스바라는 띠 코샴 비타타 무르타 야바흐 유시마 다트타 시앙 마루토 비차타소 라야흐 시아마 라티오 바야스바타흐 나 요 유즈차티 디쇼요 야탕 디보스메 라라는 땅 마루타흐 사스리나무 유얌 라임 마루타흐 스파이하비람 유야무르 슈이마바탕 사마 비프라마 second try from there. One second. 유얌 라임 마루타흐 스파이하비람 유야무르 슈이마바탕 사마 비프라마 유얌 알바는 땀 파라땅양 방잠 유얌 타는 탐 따뜻함 랑자남 슈르슈뚜이 많은 땀은 second try. 유얌 알바는 땀 파라땅양 방잠 유얌 타드타 랑자남 슈르슈뚜이 많은 땀은 Last one. 따드보 양미 드라비남 사디아 우다요 예낭 스발느 따따낭마 느르르무 라피 느르르무 라피. Second try. 따드보 양미 드라비남 사디아 우다요 예낭 스발느 따따낭마 느르르무 라피. Last try. 따드보 양미 드라비남 사디아 우다요 예낭 스발느 따따낭마 느르르무 라피. Okay, moving on. Last sentence. 이담 수메 마루토 하리아땅 빠쪼 야시양 따레마 따라상 샤땀 희망흐. 이담 수메 마루토 하리아땅 빠쪼 야시양 따레마 따라상 샤땀 희망흐. Namaste. Somebody just, I don't know. I might need more alcohol. That's the only way to get by, is with alcohol. Little cannabis break, and then translation, and then Upanishad and Mahabharata should be really easy for me. Yeah, I'm gonna drink another thing of alcohol right after the translation reading. Here we go. This hymn will I make ready for the martyred host, who bright in native splendor cast the mountains down. Sing the great strength of those illustrious in renown, who stayed the heat, who sacrificed on heights of heaven. O Maruts, rich in water, strengtheners of life, are your strong bands with harnessed steeds that wander far. Druta roars out at him who aims the lightning flash. The waters sweeping round are thundering on their way. They gleam with lightning, heroes, casters of the stone, wind rapid Maruts, overthrowers of the hills. Through desire to reign, coming with storm of hell, roaring in onset. They gleam with lightning, heroes, casters of the stone, wind rapid Maruts, overthrowers of the hills. Through desire to reign, coming with storm of hail, roaring in onset, violent and exceeding strong. One mighty Rudras, through the nights and through the days, one through the sky and realms of air, shakers of all. One over the broad fields ye drive along like ships, even to strongholds ye come, Maruts, but are not harmed. Maruts, this hero's strength and majesty of yours hath, like the sun, extended over a lengthened way. When in your course like deer, with splendor unsubdued, ye bound the hill that gives imperishable rain. Bright shone your host, ye sages, Maruts, when ye smote the waving tree as when the worm consumeth it. According as the eye guides him who walks, have ye led our devotion onward by an easy path. Never is he, O Maruts, slain or overcome. Never doth he decay, never is he distressed or harmed. His treasures, his resources, never waste away, whom, whether he be prince or Rashri, ye direct. With harnessed team, like heroes overcoming troops, the friendly Maruts, laden with their water casks. Let the spring flow, and when impetuous they roar, they inundate the earth with floods of pleasant mead. Free for the Maruts is the earth with sloping ways, free for the rushing ones is heaven with steep descents. The paths of air's mid-region are precipitous, precipitous the mountains with their running streams. When as the sun hath risen up, ye take delight, O bounteous radiant Maruts, heroes of the sky. Your coursers. When as the sun hath risen up, ye take delight, O bounteous radiant Maruts, heroes of the sky. Your coursers weary not when speeding on their way, and rapidly ye reach the end of this your path. I'm being attacked. Again, all the time. Alright, let me see here. The text is fuzzy. That's, what is it? Hymn 54. Nope, that's not it. It's book 5. 54. Here we go. Oh, okay, 11. Lances are on your shoulders, anklets on your feet. Gold chains are on your breasts, gems, maruts on your car. Lightnings aglow with flame are flashing in your hands, and visors wrought of gold are laid upon your heads. Going back to the original text. Maruts in eager stir, you shake the vault of heaven, splendid beyond conception for its shining fruit. They gathered when they let their deeds of might flash forth. The pious ones sent forth a far resounding shout. Sage Maruts, may we be the drivers of the car of riches, full of life that have been given by you. O Maruts, let that wealth in thousands dwell with us, which never vanishes like Dishya from the sky. Maruts, ye further wealth with longed-for heroes, further the Vashui, skilled in chanted verses. Ye give the Parata as his strength a charger, and ye bestow a king who quickly listens. Of you, most swift to succor, I solicit wealth wherewith ye may spread forth mid men like as the sun. Accept, O Maruts, graciously this hymn of mine, that we may live 100 winters through its power. Okay, so I might need to drink more alcohol. Alright, next is Upanishad. Isha. So going back to the, wow, this is fun for me. Going back to the beginning of the Upanishad. Isha. Alright, first I gotta find the text. Got it. Cool, that was easy. Now I need to find a translation for this. Which one am I gonna read? Not this one. Isha. Yeah, I like this one. 362. Yes, yeah, that's 375. 362. Almost. Okay. Upanishad. Let me just take a look. Just one, that's it. Alright, just one book. Or one chapter book. Yeah, that's it. Alright. It is what it is. And after Isha is one. That's what this is useful for. After Isha is and then I start with Gena again. Okay, so Gena, Gata, Mundaka. Alright. I'm gonna drink some liquor, but let me type the title. Upanishad. Why is it not typing? Okay. Writing. Oh, sorry. Upanishad. Got it. Okay. I'm ready. Sorry about that. Do I need alcohol? I think so. I should have alcohol. Yeah. All right, tied it up. $18. Yeah, I need a drink. Yeah. After this is Mahabharata. I don't need alcohol for that. I like Mahabharata. Okay, one shot. 1 minute, thank you. Oh my god, there's no scientific explanation how I'm still alive after so many shots. So this first part, this is the Manantara. Introduction Manantara has no translation. Shanti means peace. Okay, well, I'll just read everything anyway. Here we go. Namaste. Upanishad. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacyatam. Second try. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacyatam Purnamudacyatam. Last try. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudacyatam Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevasishyatam. Shanatiha, Shanatiha, Shanatiha. Atang I Chopin Ding Shatta. Okay, so now begin. 18. Okay, just regular shloka. Shouldn't be too hard. Namaste. Ishang Masyamidam Salvam Yatkinchang Jagatiyam Jagat Tena Pyakatena Punji Tang Mang Burtah Kasya Suvid Tanam Gulbanan Neveha Kalmanui Jiji Bishwa Chat Chatam Jiji Bishwa Chatam Samang Kasya Suvid Tanam. You know, I'm gonna do that again. Tena Pyakatena Punji Tang Mang Burtah Kasya Suvid Tanam Gulbanan Neveha Kalmanui Jiji Bishwa Chatam Samang Evam Devai Nanyete Nanyete. I wanna say that again too. From the end. Gulbanan Neveha Kalmanui Jiji Bishwa Chatam Samang Evam Devai Nanyete Dosati Na Kalma Lipiate Naren Asuriyang Nama Te Lokang Anantena Tamasang Burtah Tam Sutem Bratia Pikachu Chananti Ye Ke Jat Mihano Jana Jat Mahano Jana. From the second try. Tam Sutem Bratia Pikachu Chananti Ye Ke Jat Mahano Jana. Anejadekam Manasom Jabiyom Nainad Devon Apunubanan Pulpu Apunubanan Pulva Mashat Apunubanan Pulva Mashat. Second try. Anejadekam Manasom Jabiyo Nainad Devon Apunubanan Pulva Mashat. Tadatha Vatonia Natieti Tadatha Vatonia Natieti Tishatatasamin Napo Ma Tarishivan Tatati. Second try. Tadatha Vatonia Natieti Tishatatasamin Napo Ma Tarishivan Tatati. Tadejati Tadanai Tadu Durem, Tadu Vanantikem, Vanantike. Second try. Tadu Vanantikem, Tadu Jati, Tadu Nai Jati, Tadu Durem, Tadu Vanantikem, Tadanantara Sian, Salvasian, Tadu Salvasian, Sian, Pahiatahe. Yasutu Salvanui, Putaniat Manievanu Pashatem, Pashyati. Putanya Tamanyevanu Pashyati. Second try. Yasutu Salvanui Putanya Tamanyevanu Pashyati. Salva Puteshu Jatamanam Tato Na Pijukupusatem. Yasamina Salvanui Putanya Tamayvand Pudubijanataha. Pudubijana Putanya Tamaivan Pudubijanataha. Second try. Yasamina Salvanui Putanya Tamaivan Pudubijanataha. Tatra Ko Mohaha Kaha Shokan Ekatavanmanu Ekatavamanu Pashyataha. Second try. Tatra Ko Mohaha Kaha Shokan Ekatavamanu Pashyataha. Sampariaga chukram makayama purana masnaviram. Wow. Shudutama papa vidatama. Sampariaga chukram makayama purana masnaviram. Shudutama papa vidatama. Kabilmani Shwi Paripuha Savayam Puriyang Tatya Doltan Savayam Puriyang Tatya Doltan Vyadata Cha Shivati Pyaha Sama Pyaha. Second try. Kabilmani Shwi Paripuha Savayam Puriyang Tatya Doltan Savayam Puriyang Tatya Savayam Puriyang Tatya Doltan Yadata Cha Shivati Pyaha Sama Pyaha. Last try. Salvimani Shwi Paripuha Savayam Puriyang Tatya Doltan Vyabata Cha Shivati Pyaha Sama Pyaha. Anantam Tamaha Pravishananti Yavidya Mupansatem Tato Puyang Ivante Tamo Yang Uvidyang Yang Rataha Anya Deva Hulvidya Yang Anyada Hura Vidya Yang Iti Shushuruma Tiranam Ye Nasatad Vichachakushwi Nasatad Vichachakushwirim. Second try. Iti Shushuruma Tiranam Ye Nasatad Vichachakushwirim. Vidyang Jang Yasatad Vedom Payam Saham. Second try. Vidyang Jang Yasatad Vedo Payam Saham. Avidyayang Muratium Diltavang Vidyayang Muratamashnutem. Anantam Tamaha Pravishananti Yasamam Puti Mupangsatem. Second try. Anantam Tamaha Pravishananti Yasamam Puti Mupangsatem. Tato Puyang Ivante Tamo Yang U Samam Putiyam Rataha Anya Devang Fuha Samam Pavadanyada Hura Samam Pavat Iti Shushuruma Tiranam Ye Nasatad Vichachakushwirim. Samam Putim Jang Vinasham Jang Yasatad Vedopayam Saham. Vinashanam Muratium Tiltavang Samam Putiyam Muratamashnutem. Hiranamayanam Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Bukhama. Second try from the arrow. Hiranamayana Patrena Satyasya Pihitam Bukhama. Tatetavam Pushananapang Buranwa Satya Thaimaya Durashatoyam. Pushananekashwe Yama Surya Pranajang Patyam Vyuha Rashimina Samuha Tyajaha. I want to say that again. Second try. Pushananekashwe Yama Surya Pranajang Patyam Vyuha Rashimina Samuha Tyajaha. Yatate Rupam Kalyanatamam Tatate Pashyami Yosavasao Purushaha Sohamasami. Payuranilama Muratamatedam Pasamanantam Charirama grato samara gratam samara grato samara gratam samaram agne naya supatang raya asamana vishivani deva ayunani vidavana Yuyotya samaja jufurana menom pu yashitam te namaukatim vitamam. It's the last sentence. I want to say that one more time. Second try. Yuyotya samaja jufurana menom pu yashitam te namaukatim vitamam. Last try. Yuyotya samaja jufurana menom pu yashitam te namaukatim vitamam. Namaste. Thank you. Iti Upanishad. And the ending mantra. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnata Purnamudachyate. Second try. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamudachyate Purnasyam Purnamadaya Purnamebhavashishyate. Shanatiha Shanatiha Shanatiha. Upanishad. By the Lord enveloped must this all be, whatever moving thing there is in the moving world. With this renounced, thou mayest enjoy, covet not the wealth of anyone at all. Even while doing these here, one may desire to live 100 years, thus on thee, not otherwise. Even while doing these here, one may desire to live 100 years, thus on thee, not otherwise than this is it. The deed adheres not on the man. Devilish are those worlds called, with blind darkness covered over. Unto them, undeceasing, go whatever folk are slayers of the self. Unmoving, the one is swifter than the mind. The sense powers reach not it, speeding on before. Past others running, this goes standing. In it, Mahatari Shivan places action. It moves not. It is far, and it is near. It is within all this, and it is outside of all this. Now, he who on all beings looks as just in the self, and on the self as in all beings, he does not shrink away from him. In whom all beings have become just the self of the discerner, then what delusion, what sorrow is there of him who perceives the unity? He has environed the bright, the bodiless, the scatheless, the sinewless, the pure, unpierced by evil, wise, intelligent, encompassing, self-existent. Appropriately, he distributed objects through the eternal years. Into blind darkness enter they that worship ignorance, into darkness greater than that, as it were, they that delight in knowledge. Other indeed they say, than knowledge. Other they say, than non-knowledge. Thus we have heard from the wise, who to us have explained it. Knowledge and non-knowledge. He who this pair conjointly knows, with non-knowledge passing over death, with knowledge wins the immortal. Into blind darkness enter they who worship non-becoming, into darkness greater than that, as it were, they who delight in becoming. Other indeed they say than origin, other they say than non-origin. Thus have we heard from the wise, who to us have explained it. Becoming and destruction, he who this pair conjointly knows, with destruction passing over death, with becoming wins the immortal. And we did it again. becoming and destruction. He who this pair conjointly knows, with destruction passing over death, with becoming wins the immortal. With the golden vessel, the real space is covered over, that do thou, O Pu-shan, uncover for one whose law is the real to see. O nourisher, the soul seer, O controller, O son, offspring of Prajapati, spread forth thy rays, gather thy brilliance. What is thy fairest form? That of thee I see. He who is yonder person, I myself am he. The breath to the immortal wind, this body then ends in ashes. O purpose, remember. The deed, remember. O purpose, remember. The deed, remember. O Agni, by a goodly path to prosperity lead us, thou God who knowest all the ways. Keep far from us crooked going sin, most ample expression of adoration to thee will be rendered. Okay. Next and last is Mahabharata. A little tired. Only an hour passed by. Not too bad, actually. Okay, so I even marked for what I should read next. Let me just double check. Just make sure. Gana and then Gata. Yeah. And then Mundaka. Okay. Mahabharata's next. Chapter 81. Oh, I pulled up the wrong page, wrong book, sorry. Where is Mahabharata? Yep, got it. So hard to navigate. 81. I'm gonna go to 82. So it's very short. Wow, I could finish this in 10 minutes. Thank God. Now I wanna drink because it's so short. That's a first. Usually, I have to drink because I have to drink. I wanna drink because it's so short. Can I do that? I'm gonna drink another shot so I could have fun with this because only 17 shlokas. Let me just make sure the thing matches up. The translation. What should I look for? Yeah, okay. Okay, let me drink a shot of alcohol and then I should be able to, with the aid of alcohol, I should be able to get through within 10 minutes. And yeah, it wouldn't have been possible without the alcohol. That's my point. So give me 1 minute. Thank you. cannabis, and then I'll be ready. Where's my mother? A little better. There we go. Namaste. Uttara yang tam. Pai champan yana ubancham. Evam sa na husho rangjang yayati he putrami pusitama. Rangje pishwichiang budito bana prasato pavana muniha. Ushrit vang jang pane vang sam brahmanoi he saha samshrita he palamu lang shano dananto yatang savagamito kata he sa kata he sukha surabang sam sa kata he surabang sam tam dibasanam mudita he sukhama Kang lasiang nati mahatahe punahe chakrena patitahe nipatana prachiutahe sabagada prab sabagada nitalama nipatana prachiutahe sabagada prapato medini talama sutitang si tanantari kushwe sa Tadeti Shrutam Mayang Tatam Evan Punashicang Pi Katahe Subagamiti Shrutihe Ranjinyang Pasumatang Sal Tamashitakena Cha Piriabane Prataldanenan Shibinang Sametia Kila Samsadi Janame Jayang Ubancham. I'll say that again. Prataldanena Shibinang Sametia Kila Samsadi Janame Jayang Ubancham Kalmanue Kena Sang Divam Punaha Praputo Mahi Patiha Salvameta Dashe Shwena Salvameta Dashe Shwena Shirotu Michichami Tatatavataha Katyamanam Devayang Vipra Shrigana Samnitau Devaraja Samo Yang Si Dia Yang Tiha Purtivi Patiha Baltanaha Guru Vamchasyang Vipha Sasu Sa Madhyutiha Vipha Vasu Sa Madhyutiha. Second try. Baltanaha Guru Vamchasyang Vipha Vasu Sasam Vipha Vasu Sa Vipha Vasu Sama Dyutiha Vipha Vasu Sama Dyutiha Vipha Vasu Sama Dyutiha. Last try. Baltanaha Guru Vamchasyang Vipha Vasu Sama Dyutiha Tasyang Visutil No Yashasaha Satyakil Del Mahatmanaha Charitam Shrotu Michichami Divi Jeha Chang Saivashaha Paishampan Yana Ubancham Hanantang Te Kathayishwayami Yaya Te Rututaram Kathama Divi Jehan Cham Punuel time, Salvapa Paprano Shinim, Yayan Tilna Husho Rongjang, Purum Putram, Kani Yasama, Ranjia Pishuijian, Budita, Brava Branjam, Panam Tadang, Ananteshu, Sang. Biniku shui bien, Ananteshu sang biniku shui bien, Puturania danu du puro gama, Puturania du puro gama. Second try. Ananteshu sang biniku shui bien, Puturania du puro gama. Palamu lang shano lang jang bane samnya pasachira jirama. Samnya pasachirama. Second try. Palam. Ran out of coffee. Palamu lang shano lang jang bane samnya pasachirama. Samshitang temang cita grota sepalda stalpang yanan Peter davatang. That's a very hard word. Cita grota sepal stalpang cita grota stalpa yanan Peter davatang. Cita grota sepalda yanan cita grota sepal stalpang cita grota stalpa yanan Peter davatang cita grota setalpa yanan Peter cita grota sepaltang setalpa cita grota setalpa yanan Peter cita grota setalpa yanan Peter cita grota setalpa yanan Peter davatang. Second try. Samshitang temang cita grota setalpa yanan Peter davatang. Agnim Shechang Agnim Shechang Pitivaju Juhubanam Bana Prasata Bitanata Pitivaju Juhubanam Bana Prasata Bitanata. Second try. Agnim Shechang Pitivaju Juhubanam Bana Prasata Bitanata. Atitina Pujayama Sa Panina Habishwa Vipuha Shiloncha Buddha Ma Sitaya Sheshana Nakrata Pojanaha Pulnam Bashasa Saram Sa Evan Buddha Tira Pununurpaha Abu Pakushwaha Sharada Satrim Shadasi Niyata Vang Manaha. Two more. Tata Shechang Banyo Pakosho Put Sambata Saramatanan Dritaha Panchagni Matye Chang Tapasutepem Sambata Saram Nirupaha Ekapa Dasitita Shechang Si Deshanama Sana Nila Shanaha Punuyaki Tisatataha Sebalgam Jagama Buratia Rodasi. I want to say the last sentence again. Punuya kilti sutataha. Punuya kilti sutataha sevalgam. Jagang Brutia Rodasi. Namaste. Done. Yeah. So happy right now. Okay, nicotine and then translation. Here we go. So this is one. Uttarayaya Dhamma. That's the chapter name. But this one has a different name. Oh well, the translation is correct. That's all that matters. Here we go. Vaishampayana said, King Yayati, the son of Nahusha, having thus installed his dear son on the throne, became exceedingly happy, and entered into the woods to lead the life of an hermit. And having lived for some time in the forest in the company of Brahmanas, observing many rigid vows, eating of fruits and roots, patiently bearing privations of all sorts, the monarch at last ascended to heaven. And having ascended to heaven, he lived there in bliss. But soon, however, he was hurled down by Inandra. And it hath been heard by me, O king, that though hurled from heaven, Yayati, without reaching the surface of the earth, stayed in the firmament. I have heard that some time after he again entered the region of the celestials in the company of Mahasuman, Ashdaka, Pradalyatana, and Shivi. Janamejaya then said, I desire to hear from thee in detail why Yayati, having first obtained admission into heaven, was hurled therefrom, and why also he gained readmittance. Let all this, O Brahmana, be narrated by thee in the presence of these Brahmana sages. Yayati, the lord of the earth, was indeed like the chief of the celestials, the progenitor of the extensive race of the Gurus. He was of the splendor of the sun. I desire to hear in full the story of his life, both in heaven and on earth, illustrious as he was, of worldwide celebrity and of wonderful achievements. Vaishampayana said, Indeed, I shall recite to thee the excellent story of Yayati's adventures on earth and in heaven. That story is sacred and destroyeth the sins of those that hear it. King Yayati, the son of Nausha, having installed his youngest son Puru on the throne after casting his sons with Yadu for their eldest amongst the Mulachachans, entered the woods to lead the life of a hermit. And the king, eating of fruits and roots, lived for some time in the forest. With mind and passions under complete control, the king gratified by sacrifices both the Pitras and the gods. And he poured libations of clarified butter into fire according to the rites prescribed for those leading the Vanasapasita mode of life. And the illustrious one entertained the guests and strangers with fruits of the forest and clarified butter, while he himself supported life by gleaning scattered corn seeds. And the king led this sort of life for a full 1,000 years, and observing the vow of silence, and with mind under complete control, he passed 1 full year living upon air alone and without sleep. And he passed another year practicing the severest austerities in the midst of 4 fires around and the sun overhead. And living upon air alone, he stood erect for 6 months on 1 leg. And then the king of sacred deeds ascended to heaven, covering heaven as well as the earth. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Namaste. I think I'm done. Oh yeah, I gotta do my Kabbalah ritual like as soon as possible. The sun set here about an hour ago, so Kabbalah rituals next within the next 5 to 15 minutes. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. Good night.